What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Ohio. As you can see, this is a lot different than the desert. But as you saw, our truck is home. The Sema truck is home. My truck landed a couple days ago, actually, and I haven't filmed the video yet, but mainly because it's been so darn cold. As you can see, the snow is turning like wet, and you can see everything's melting here. So we're getting there. So this is pretty much how the truck came home. It didn't get as blasted as it did on the way down. There's some salt. It's gonna be 40 in the next couple days here, so we'll get this all cleaned up and then be able to park it till a nice day comes along where we can drive it. But here's pretty much how the truck landed back at home. Rear end and everything is pretty darn clean. There's just salt underneath, so I'm gonna spray that down, spray the front down, and with all the wax and stuff Katie and I put on it, we'll be just fine with just a quick wash on this guy. We've been driving Katie's truck everywhere now. As you can see, look at how just the Ohio salt, this is just 2 days of being here, just ruins your vehicles. I know people out of state, sometimes they come to Ohio and they look at this and they're like, what on earth is that? That's what salt does to your vehicle, and this is just a mild case of it. Eventually it'll ruin everything else. These trucks are aluminum, these Fords, so it's not going to rust the body anymore, but the frames are still steel, so that doesn't really help much. But we're back in Ohio, back in the cold, back with both of our vehicles. Haven't driven a single one other than that truck off the trailer into the driveway. But right now we're going to the gym, so when I get back, I'm going to rearrange these, and I'm going to go over some things about my truck. It's like not as bad as you think. First of all, I'm hitting the freaking glass. Alright, guys, we're about to go to the gym, but we've been sitting here talking for like 30 minutes. I'm trying to get Katie to start a channel, and she's always like, I mean, I get it. At first, it's all like...
I'm scared.
I know. It is scary at first because you're like talking to this lens, which is... On the other side, it's like 131,000 of you, but it's like talking to this lens is what's crazy.
I have 25 people.
But I'm sure after this, there's gonna be a whole lot more. But I'm just trying to get her to start a channel. That's the biggest thing in life, is everyone's scared to take that first step. I know I said this in a video recently, but everyone's scared to take that first step. If you want to do something, just take the step and like do it, because nothing's ever going to change if you keep doing your life normally. I know I get a lot of comments and messages all the time about being like inspirational, and you guys, you helped me do this, or you made me start working on my truck, or you made me go get a truck, or you made me save up money and go do this. I love those messages, but that's the biggest thing, is everyone who's looking to do that still. Everybody's looking to do that still. You just gotta take that step and like make it happen. So I'm trying to get Katie to take that step here.
It's spooky.
It is, but taking that step is the best thing you'll ever do in your life.
I'm not even like scared of like what people are gonna say, but I just feel like I'm not that interesting. Like, we go to the gym, we cook, we like, I don't know, I guess I do some training. But like, it's not that interesting.
And like, that's my thing, is like, I thought I wasn't interesting, but there's so many people that are just like you out there, so it's like...
But I feel like if I like mix it up and do like fitness and like truck stuff, but it would draw such a different crowd.
Well, I think is you're not drawing a different crowd, you're drawing your crowd, which is, that's what like either YouTube or your Instagram or just life in general is about, or like the job you want. Like, do what you want, because you're gonna have fun doing it. You're gonna have the job you want. You're gonna like enjoy it, and you're not gonna hate your life. I know a lot of people who have their job and they hate it, but why wouldn't you go out there and get the job you want? They're just like scared to go do it. So you just gotta take that step and do it. So like, if you're sure your crowd will be way different, but it'll be your crowd. So I don't know, that's how I feel.
Well, let's see how today goes. But the goal is to start today.
We'll get her to do it.
Maybe.
No, we will. Alright, I'm gonna go over one thing first, and I got a couple questions on this while I was in Vegas, but I had one big question, and as you can see, this sticker and my hoodie match. I got a question in Vegas that was, I love that hoodie, where did you get it, where can I get one? We're finally here, guys. This, as you can see, these are all the sponsors of my truck, and the first one on the truck is this, and this sponsor is me. This is me. This is my brand. Way earlier this year, I am I'm now the owner of Lifted Company LLC. I've been the owner for months now, and I've just kept it under wraps because I want to get everything going. I want to get it right. I wanted to do it right, and then this whole build happened, and I couldn't get everything running to the speed I wanted to. But we're at a point now. Sema's over. We're back home. I have a stockpile of hoodies upstairs for you guys. I got shirts coming, key tags are here, but my website is not live yet. The website will be live soon, so stay tuned for that. But just a quick rundown for you guys, because I know a lot of you are asking, and you guys have wanted merch forever. This idea has been in my head since I've been about 16, ever since I drove a lifted truck. I just love being on that level above people, living I guess the lifted life, being on a level above, being on a level higher, and doing things that people don't normally do, get you places that you've never been. So that's what I'm saying, is like living on a level, living lifted than someone else, and you'll be, your life will be so much better than following the status quo and following everyone else. Living up here when everyone else is living down here, trying to drag you down, it just really has definitely changed my life. And yes, I own Lifted Company, and that's the first sponsor on the truck, and the first sponsor is me, because as you guys knew, I built this in the driveway. I did this myself. I spent a lot of hard-earned time and money on this, and that's what it's about. Coming very, very soon. I'm working on the website as we speak, getting that together, and it'll be live soon, so stay tuned to these videos because that will be going live. And up front, I guess that's how all businesses start. I'll be doing it out of my office upstairs, so every order that is made will be packed and shipped by me and Katie, and we will be getting it out to you guys as soon as my website goes live. But those are coming. I got shirts coming. There's hoodies upstairs, and these are full, like, heavyweight 10-ounce hoodies. I wanted to do everything right. I wanted to have merch and stuff that I would wear. I didn't want to buy cheap things and sell them for high prices. I wanted to spend a lot of money on my stuff because I wanted to wear it. So yeah, these are like full 10-ounce hoodies. Like, I sweat all the time in this, I guess, sweatshirt. You get the point. But I want to do it right, so stuff's coming soon. Building my website, and stay tuned because it's going live very soon. So that's an exciting announcement. However, this key tag has been on here since March. You guys have probably noticed it in my videos, but it's been on here since March. It's been through the ringer when I used to work at the shop and all the lift kits I did, but it's been on here for a minute. I no longer have to like hide it. It's just here. But let's give her a cold start, and we're gonna move some vehicles around so we can get the truck parked here and the driveway's not such a mess. That smell of half unburnt 93 octane in the winter. You know what's better than that? Oh, look, a ramp key. Good Lord, is that loud. We are still out of fuel, which is not good in the winter. We need to fill up soon. But I'm waiting for the roads to get better because I don't want to drive this in all the salt. So this snow is melting, and we'll be able to take care of that very soon. But just gonna do a good, like, quick switcheroo here with the car so we could get the driveway all cleaned up. Guys, I haven't driven this in forever. Oop, probably helps us start after the remote start. Oop. Stick my head out the window. We'll figure it out. Alright guys, and now that the truck is home, and as you can see, I mean, it is at Sema. A lot of you saw it, a lot of you tagged me, a lot of you just sent me messages, said you love the truck, all the pictures you guys took, all that stuff. Thank you. I honestly appreciate it. I do. But just hold the phone for a second, and what you see at Sema is not always what you get. And some of you are going to be like, what on earth does that mean? And I'm going to tell you right now, there are so many things wrong with this truck that you don't even know, because Sema Crunch was beyond real. And let's start off at the front of the truck. These sensors do not work, including the rears. I have like warning lights flashing on my dash, service parking sensors. I put it in reverse. If my little buttons aren't off, it says like don't use the sensor. It says sensors unavailable. Check, like service them. Something's messed up somewhere, something's not plugged in, I don't know. But I'm gonna have to look into that when it gets a little warmer or something, because don't really want to deal with that in the cold. Next thing, we don't even have to move that much further. This is invisible, but right here is the washer fluid tank. The sensor in it is, that's why, you know, you always see washer fluid low, washer fluid low. The sensor in it is all gunked up, and it says my washer tank is empty all the time, which it isn't. It needs a new sensor, it needs the sensor cleaned. Yeah, that's not even big, but whatever. This little magic knob right here, if I'm on the highway and my cruise control is on, or I'm just cruising at the same speed forever, it throws my check engine light on and it says map sensor values out of range. I need to get with PPEI, but obviously you guys know what went on, so I got to see if they can update those tunes or not to fix that. But that's why my check engine light's on. Nothing's wrong. The tune itself just says the map sensor's out of range, which is kind of weird. But as soon as we get beyond the cab, it gets a little dicey. This truck, there's so much on this truck wrong in the rear, you guys don't even know. First thing, this thing is severely under geared. If I'm on the highway, you know, obviously it's a 6-speed, so I'm driving 4th, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th gear. If I'm in 5th gear, the thing rattles. G56, they make noise in 5th gear, like normally. It just do, but that is unreal. It is so under geared because the tires are pushing the truck at an RPM the transmission's not used to, especially with the dual disc clutch, and it's making noises that it normally doesn't do. So if I'm at like between 65 and 70 or 60 and 70, it's fine. But if I'm above or below that in 5th gear, good night. The thing screams, like it feels like the truck's gonna fall apart. But it's just severely under geared. It drives fine, it just makes a lot of noise, so that needs to be done. Re-gearing is definitely in store for this truck. Gonna work on that. Everyone says once you re-gear your truck, you're like, oh, you fall in love all over again. So definitely gonna re-gear it. You guys are gonna see that video hopefully soon. I'm gonna work on that. It's just driving it in the winter. I'm gonna try not to. Next thing in the rear here, brake lines, the zip ties snapped off. The brake lines are free hanging. I have a few videos from Sema of people like getting cinematic shots of this truck, and the brake lines are just like hanging there. I need to figure out something on that and get that bracket mounted up higher or something, just so that works. It's so nice not having a spare tire in here. You can literally see everything and everything now, which is nice. However, the train horns do not work. They are not hooked up, they're not wired. Haven't even checked it for, you know, leaks or anything yet, but these are just not wired at all. They're just in here for show because I didn't have time to wire them before we left for Sema. As for the rear, I'm being sent the plates that go in here, so if you didn't notice at Sema already, there are things missing. Road Armor is sending them out to me. Those need to be put on. They weren't here in time for Sema, so those are missing. Those will be put on soon. These license plate lights, I thought they were LED, but they're not. I only have the wires tucked in the plug on this one, so only one of them really works right now, which is funny, but it's halogen and I want them to be LED, so I'm gonna swap these out before I even get any further on that and hardwire them in. All these cubes here do not work. Did not wire them in, had no time to do so, so they're in there for show until it gets warmer and I can sit there and actually spend the time to run wires all the way up to the front and in the cab. While I'm at that, I'll probably run more rock lights on the horns and stuff like that as well. Yeah, as you can see, there's a lot wrong with the rear end of this. Next thing that is kind of unfortunate, I should have went on the other side to show you this first, but now you think this isn't bad. I don't know if any of you saw this at the show, but there's a dent in my truck right here. I don't know where this came from, but this happened before Sema. This dent showed up, and not only this hack of a dent right here. Yeah, there it is. I don't know how that happened. There's not even a scuff mark or anything. It's just a gigantic dent. I'm guessing some fool or something in a parking lot missed the size of this thing and the color of it, and somehow opened their door blatantly into the side of it, especially something looking like this. And they're just like, oops. That blows my mind. Whether I park this thing close or far, how on earth do you miss this and your door even comes anywhere near this thing? I'm not saying I'm better than anyone else and nobody's door deserves to be touched or whatever, run into my truck. Like, nobody's door should hit anybody's vehicle ever. That's not cool. Something this size and this, you look at it and you're like, I don't even know what's going on underneath it. How do you just miss that and blatantly, like, that's a cab corner, guys. This is not like, oh, this is not like, this is a cab corner. Had to be some serious force on your door, and for you to do some serious force with your door on something like this, just in your face, kind of blows my mind. I mean, it's a dent. I can get it removed. Cool. I can get it popped out best I can. People, you know, if I really want to do all that body work, make it normal again, cool. I get it. But I'm just a little upset that somebody can see something like this and still put that much force out of their door and be that careless. I don't care if this isn't your thing. If something this flashy and whatever, you can drive a $900 Corolla your whole life because you just need to get from point A to B. That's some people's life. I get it. That's cool. But this is my passion and hobby, and just for you not to be that careless, it makes my mind turn a little bit, because there's some people in this world that, like, that's fine. I can get that fixed. But for you not to care, that's kind of low. That's all I have to say about that, really. And I did notice that before Sema, so that one was real shocker. And this one, I've had this, I think, since I got the truck. There's another dent back here somewhere. It's hard. This one's hard to see. Right here. There's a small dent here. I guess someone's door hit this. This would happen when it was stock height. It wasn't there, and the one day I noticed that somebody definitely hit it with their vehicle door as well. That happened when it was stock height, though, and that was that. But I noticed that a long time ago. Just never got it fixed. So some of you probably didn't even notice any of those dents or dings because you don't really look for that at Sema. You don't look for lights that don't work. You don't look for things that aren't hooked up. You don't look for a truck that is severely under geared. I mean, once you're on 60 gear on the highway going like 75, 80, this thing's like, again, that's turbo helping. I want the gears to be right to match with the transmission just fine. So we're going to take care of that. Tunes, need to get that retuned. Washer fluid tank, I need to get that sensor fixed because it's annoying. What else? The front. Ooh, I forget what was on the front. I don't even know. Those running lights don't work either on the back side of this bumper. Yeah, those don't work either. I never hooked those up. Ooh, also, these front up here, these are supposed to be turn signals too. I never hooked those up. I just hooked them up to running lights. So that's under the hood. I got to hook those up to turn signals when it's warmer as well. Although it looks good, you just run out of time to do things. Not say there's things wrong with the truck. It doesn't drive. The thing is absolutely fine. Can't use my horns. Brake lines are just dangling. Can't turn my backup lights on. Just a big dent in my cab corner. Things like that. That's stuff you guys don't look for. You don't see. And you don't realize about Sema trucks. I'm gonna be honest, there's probably a lot more trucks at Sema like this or even worse, just so they could get the truck there. Talked to a few guys there and they're like, yep, I didn't do this, I didn't do that, my tires are this is that. Like, there's so much more you guys don't know about Sema builds than you think, just because people run out of time, and that's just kind of the name of the game. But guys, I got a special video coming on this truck. That should be live Sunday. Stay tuned for that. It's a good tip and trick for all you guys this winter, stuff like that. Cool video coming on that. As for this, I'll be washing it, doing stuff like that, keeping it all tip-top shape this winter. People are like, where are you storing it? It's gonna sit right here. Snow doesn't really affect vehicles. It's more of when you're driving on the salty roads. So I'm not going to drive it on salty roads, but I will definitely drive it in the winter as long as there's no snow and crap on the road. We'll be picking away at stuff as weather gets warmer and all that. And you guys are going to still come along, and we still got stuff to do. I want to do fuel system, a bunch of other crap with this. truck as well. So stay tuned for that. This build is not done as many of you think it is. This isn't done. I can't wait for you guys to see what's going on with this. I got plans for this that'll be pretty wicked. Soon there will be a new vehicle parked right there for the channel, and get excited for that because that's just gonna be fun. It's I don't know if it'll be lime green. This one, the Jeep, definitely should be a loud color. Hopefully green if I can find one, but I don't know if this next one's gonna be green because it's hard to find vehicles this color. However, there will be a new one parked there very soon. Thank you guys for all your support. Thank you guys for coming along with me on this Sema journey. The truck is not done. We got lots to fix and lots to add. So if you haven't been here before, please get down there, click subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, shoot a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video.